After hearing every immigration lawyer say the green card family petition case was doomed, the lawful permanent resident husband gave up. But the wife did not and kept on searching for an immigration firm that had a slim hope of possibility, and that's when they found us. You see, the situation was that she was suspected on crossing the border without inspection and then subsequently getting married to a lawful permanent resident. And you know, that does not get you the green card unless you can prove otherwise. Let's get to it. Hi everyone, this is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Zahn Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. The legal problem is that when somebody enters without inspection, even if you get married to a lawful permanent resident or a US citizen, it doesn't get you the green card. You still need to file a waiver, and that's a long and difficult process. So this is how we did it. We did the negative argument approach. We proved that there was no reason why she didn't get inspected. She had the visa, she had the passport, everything would have allowed her to come in had she just presented herself. There's no reason for her to scam the government. There's no reason for her to sneakily enter like other people, right? And so if somebody didn't have a visa, if somebody had these ulterior motives, if somebody, for example, had criminal records and they couldn't get the visa, they couldn't come in, well then, yes, they might have escaped and tried to come into the country, but she had a great profile. She had a business, she has finances, she got the appropriate visa to enter the US, and she said to me she did come. That's the whole problem. Nobody would believe her. All the immigration attorneys that she talked to wouldn't believe her. She did come, and just for some reason, that day, the officer took her passport, looked at it, and was distracted and just gave it back to her and waved her through. The officer didn't stamp it, but nobody would believe her, and there's no documents to prove that. And even if we did a FOIA request to request everything from the government, it still wouldn't show. So there's no way to truly prove she entered with inspection. The stamp on the passport was the only thing. But the reality is, a lot of times, these CBP officers on the border, they do make these kind of mistakes, right? And that is what it is. It's a mistake. The officers should have looked at the passport, looked at the visa, examined her situation, and stamp it. But in the heat of the day, when there's thousands of people, when things are getting confused, when there's yelling, sometimes they do just end up giving it back without necessarily providing the appropriate stamp. And this happens all the time because it's human error. And yet, the devastating consequence of this lack of a stamp will cause this family, it will cause her to not be able to get the green card, will cause her to have to file a waiver, and this could be thousands of dollars and years of lost time, or potentially even being threatened to be deported. And so, we gathered all the documents to prove that she did enter with inspection. We took down her official statement, we took down a statement of everybody that she has associations with, and we proved exactly what happened on that day. We documented when she left, when she got to the place, and even though it was a long time ago, we did our best to show the officer everything. Now, we did tell the client this was a very difficult case, and they knew that because every other lawyer has already said, nope, your case is gonna get denied and you're gonna have to file a waiver. And that is likely what is going to happen, and we can certainly help with the waiver, but why give up on this opportunity? These are people too. We have a lot of friends at USCIS, and we know that when they review a case, they really do treat each individual case like it's a story. And so if you present it well, if it's believable, then it might have a chance in winning. But the thing is, you cannot just say, sorry, the officer made a mistake, I did enter, period. But you need to do more to completely, beyond a reasonable doubt, show that the officer that you did what you did and it was a mistake. Even though it was not your mistake, it was the mistake of the government, still the burden is on you because you are the one seeking the benefit. So unfortunately, that is what they have to do. They understood and they worked with us. And the thing about this case was that the husband completely was MIA. He thought the case was doomed because he contacted everybody and everybody said, no, it's not possible. But she did not give up. And so we prepared everything, submitted it. On the day of the interview, when she went, the officer saw everything, asked her a lot of questions, and believed her and granted her case. That is discretionary power, and that is what a good case entails. And so the creative solution to this particular legal problem is not really so much creative, it's just hard work and diligence and not giving up. And sometimes that works. All right, and that's it for this success story. It was so fun to do. If you have any questions about adjustment of status, we'd love to help you. Take care. Bye-bye.